Three, two, one, live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? So let's get this. Let's get the chat popped out, just in case someone hops in right away, and then we will get this shared around and started. Copy. Boop. Man, oh man, he is. He is rambunctious this morning, guys. Bloop. And. Alright. Chat should be live. Yep. Alright, chat is live. Let's get this shared around, shall we? Okay. Post that. And share that to my main page. Okay. So, we already have someone over in the chat. Let's get over there. He's loud today. Good morning, Alan, and good morning, Eileen. How are you guys doing today? Personally, I'm a little rough around the edges. Little man is very rambunctious today. However, and this is why I'm so bleh today. Let me find it. I started installing the first ramp yesterday. Wasn't able to get it all finished, but doing well. That's fantastic to hear, Eileen. You guys enjoying you have any plans for the first day of spring today? Thinking might take a little man out to Readers to get some some Italian ice. Of course, I have to have coffee and cookies with you guys first. I have to. It's the rules. Lukewarm Daled coffee and cookies. Breakfast of champions. And burnt out fathers. Alan, sore from working on a project all day yesterday. What'd you do? I mean, I just showed you what I was working on. My phone is all being all weird. Specifically Facebook notifications. I can't click on things. sitting up, working on a gift for Aaron's birthday. Ooh. Very nice. Very cool, Alan. Eileen, not much for today. It's raining. Doing the background stuff for the craft fair in September, and hoping to hear if I got an open spot in a shop. Oh, that's awesome. I kind of think the one that I was trying to get into is passed me by. Unfortunately. That's okay. We'll have more. We'll get more openings. That's really cool. That's really cool. Good job. Yeah, right now I'm just training the new guy up on hands are sore from carving. I can imagine. That's a lot of carving, man. It's a lot of carving. I had a thought. Nope, it's gone. Yeah, I've just been mostly training the new guy up, how to work, up to Knightsmith standard for woodworking and stuff. He does woodworking. It's Derek. So I'm training him on woodworking and blacksmithing, and once we get a handle on that, I'm going to start training him on leatherwork. So that's been keeping me pretty busy. Between doing that, getting the forge set up, and getting the shop all cleaned and ready for to do the thing. It's taken quite a bit, but we're about there. Let's see, Eileen, it's a small spot, just a shelf, but it's something. I put the inquiry and application in yesterday, so we'll see. That is awesome. And Alan, still have to work on the handle for it and more carving. How are you carving it? Yeah, how are you carving that? And Alan, can I show that on so Eileen can see what we're talking about? Chisels. So is that leather or is that wood? Because it looks like it's, I don't know. Very cool. I love the design, by the way. And a ladybug for scale. Another cookie. Again, breakfast of burnt out fathers everywhere. Day old lukewarm coffee and cookies. Delicious. see, the next thing I need to build, well, next couple things I need to build are really going to be quick. I'm working on a design for another client of mine. So she has a cat, and she has one of those automatic litter boxes. So that's kind of the design I'm working on, similar to like a more of a modern farmhouse style. And it has an upper shelf, and inside you can see the it has a little cat door in there, and a little place for the cat to get inside in there. So that's gonna be a fun little one. Yep, and it's heavy leather. All right. So there is the thing. All heavy leather. Very cool design. I love it. I love that design. Not just the design that you carved into it, but also how you have that like, you know, how it necks out right there before going into the central piece. Very nice. Very good way to get, you know, to minimize stress risers too. I like that. Right? Alan also made one out of red oak, repurposing hardwood flooring. Very good. Very good. I love how like all the people around me are like super crafty. It makes me hopeful for the future. I'm trying to step up my leather work. Well, if you want to spend a day with me, I could teach you a few things that would definitely help you out. And you're one of the few people I think I'd let use my tools. But yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous day out today. Yesterday though, we had a rainstorm that was incredible. Yeah, there was lightning and thunder, but it wasn't really, you know, what you call it. It's not really much lightning on it. Alan, loving the laptop I have because it has touchscreen so I can draw out the designs and save it. That is a good idea. I used to use my old laptop before I had a touchscreen, I would actually tape. I'd find something I wanted, and save the image, and then tape vellum to my screen, and very lightly trace over top of it, and then take the vellum off. Once I sized it onto the screen how I wanted it, I'd trace it, and then I would darken up the images. And that was always a great trick for getting really nice designs that I could either put into wood or leather. But now everything's touchscreen, so I could print things off, but you lose a bit of that touch, I think, because sometimes you can change lines a little bit or follow them a little bit more faithfully, and it's a lot easier to size things visually on the screen, if you have a block already the size you need, or you can hold up the piece of leather and just zoom in and zoom out on the image until it looks like it'll fit, and then have it there, and then trace it, so from one to the other it's gonna fit nice. Does that make sense? Eileen, this is awesome. Oh, my video cut out. Very unflattering. Very unflattering of my face that where it cut. Wonder why I did that. But Ollivanders, wow. So guys, I don't know if you can see this or not, but that is what Eileen just sent. Wow, that is really cool though. That is like really cool. Sent a pic of a tumbler making wood grain. Very cool. I love it. Alright, why is this all funky wonky on me? I think I have to do some updates to my OBS studio here. It's 27.1.3. Well, clearly I have to do some updates because my all the stuff around the current screen is all black and messed up. Ooh, Alan, I love that design. So is everything still frozen? It looks like it's still frozen. Huh. It says stream is healthy. 922. It's 923. Suggesting the audio stream's current bitrate is 0 is lower than the rest. So bloop, that went away. It says stream is healthy. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me or anything? Weird. Everything just froze. Still frozen. Oh. Huh. Weird. Can you still hear me? Video is frozen. Interesting. Well, it looks like maybe I'm back. Weird unfrozen now. Yeah, very weird. I don't know why that happened. And my heat's kicking on? Bizarre. We froze right before you showed my picture. Well, let me show it again. So here's the picture. The Ollivander's wine mug from Eileen. That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, right? So, yeah, today I'm going to mostly rest, maybe hang a few pictures, clean the car, go to Rita's. But I definitely need a day of rest. I pushed myself a little too hard yesterday, and admitting this is part of hopefully keeping myself accountable. I pushed myself a little too hard yesterday. When we got to the shop, we had some pizza, and that was the last thing I ate. I made sure that the boy was healthy, and he always had food in his hand or a drink. But I didn't eat or drink anything. And towards the end of the day, as I was securing the ramp down, I had Derek piloting all the holes, and I was coming back through with the impact driver and sending everything home. And yeah, I almost passed out, or maybe I did pass out. I just remember standing up and him grabbing me. So I didn't eat or drink anything since those 2 pieces of pizza all day. So yeah, pushed myself a little too hard, and yeah, I almost paid a consequence for it. And Alan going to drop the truck off at the mechanic today to get it repaired. What's wrong with it this time? Let's see. I think I have enough Cobra leather. Maybe. Yeah, I have enough to do one more SD card wallet. Now, the last wallet I made, I don't know what happened. But it turned out all wonky. Like, it might be hard to tell on screen, but this stitch line isn't straight. You can see it bows out here for what. So I tipped my chisel out on that one, and mine's fine. So I'm not sure what to do with this one. Do you guys have any suggestions? It's nice, minimalist wallet. Bloop. So central pocket and four card slots. I just I don't know what to do with it. Let's see, rack is being replaced. Also tie rod ends and a wheel hub and assembly. Fun. Oh, that's another thing I need to do. Clean the car out and check the oil. Yeah. There's always something to do. Seems like there's always something to do. I can't just take one day and just be like, this is good. You know, I can't just sit back with even just one day. That would be nice. And like, even on that day, I would still have to, shower and cook and, take out the garbage and do dishes and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, not doing that, fix myself. Yeah, that's way too much. Also, I've never done tie rod, so I don't even know how intensive that is, but that's got to be just a pain in the ass. Same thing with the rack. That's got to be a real pain. Wheel hub and assembly. That's not super bad, but yeah, just push it off on someone else. Let them scream and cuss and bust their knuckles on it. I also need to clean my brushes. I was in a rush last time I was painting a piece of leather and going back and forth and back and forth. I have like 3 brushes. One for an area effect, one for the small effect, and then my little touch-up detail. I use my detail brush as my touch-up because I could just go in and absolutely, and it's so late at night that I just left them, and they've been sitting here for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I need to clean those. I think my stripper will work. Let's see. Tie rods aren't bad. The main part is the rack that I didn't want to attempt. I've never replaced a rack, so I've never replaced a rack, so I don't know. I also need to figure out how to get this little doobly-doo off. I took these, they're little accent grommets that I had in my belt. And this is why I'm gonna be making a few belts sometime this week. So I just, they're kind of rusty, or at least I thought they were kind of rusty. And this one just got jammed on there, so I'm not sure how to get it off. I'm just pushing them out. I think if I can find my pliers, I could just crimp it one way, crimp it, and it'll just break. Because it's only a grommet. But, meh. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be recovering all day from yesterday. But thankfully, come Monday, probably Monday afternoon, the first ramp is gonna be done. And then I can pivot to working on the baffles, which is gonna be good. That's going to be another bit of a pain, but not as bad. Because all I'm doing there is I'm just taking a bunch of crappy 2x4s and 2x4 cutoffs, and just cutting them into a bunch of random end cuts. And once I get that done, it'll just be a matter of sanding them, gluing them, and clamping them together sideways, and then mounting them on a board, and then getting that board mounted on the wall. So that'll probably be Monday and Tuesday. I'm doing 2 of those. I'm actually doing 4, but I'm doing them in 4x4 sections. So it breaks it up. So it's not as heavy. Like, the outside ring is all going to be, 5-inch 2x4s. The whole intersection is going to be like 3.5-inch 2x4s. 3.5, 4.5, 5. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, guys. A lot. I still need to figure out a good way to clamp all that stuff. I think I need to get 2 calls. Just so I can clamp them all so that they're straight and flat. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them up in sections going down. And so I'm going to glue each section straight across. So I want those to all be the same general dimension. And then bloop, 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 bloop. And I think the goal is to completely cover that back wall with baffles. I'll probably do mostly wooden baffles, and then I'll do a couple accent panels that are fabric. Just so you get the scatter effect and also a slight dampening effect on that back wall. Because I think the end goal is to be able to have some concerts there at that building. That's why we're taking the time and doing the ADA ramps as we're doing them, and yeah. I got a lot of stuff stuck in my head today. I need to stop going down TikTok rabbit holes because those sound bites, those 10-second sound bites, 15-second sound bites are just stuck in my head going over and over and over. But they're so fun. Awesome, right? And once all that's going and we're doing all that stuff, I think I'm going to fire up the forge on Monday or Tuesday. And I don't know, maybe work on a knife or something, or just so I can. TikTok is a rabbit hole. Yes, it is. And welcome, Little Miss Fallen from Grace 06. I lost an hour more the other night. Yeah. I'll sit down for 3 videos. Somebody sent me a direct message. Okay, cool. I'll watch that, and I have stuff to do. And then nothing ever gets done. And I'm sorry I didn't reply to your messages last night. But as we were talking, I was starting to fall asleep. I was just so exhausted from yesterday. Got up, messed around the house for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Went shopping for the shop. Got a lot of snacks and some food and a lot of drinks. And then got there, ate, and then just pounded everything out. Good morning, Jill. You passed out too. Good. At least I'm not alone. But I do apologize for not getting back to you yet. And how is little Miss Jill doing? And his bean on? His little bean on? Yeah. Need to clean my screen too. Also need to get dressed at some point today. I love wearing robes, but I'm not going to be that guy going to the grocery store in a robe, or going to Rita's in a robe, or cleaning my car in a robe. I'm not going to be that guy. Though I probably could pull it off. Just let my hair down. Every now and then just mutter to myself and go over and, give the sign of the cross to somebody. Yeah. Ellie is trying to make me blow up a broken balloon. Yeah, that was him yesterday. He was playing with balloons all day. They were all broken and popped. Didn't stop him. And when he couldn't blow them up, he came, screaming and crying to me for me to blow it up. I was like, yeah, broken. I threw it in my pocket. And then somehow he'd find another one like 20 minutes later. And then another one 20 minutes after that. Like, dude, stop. But he's his father's son. What can I say? I'm on the tired side. Was in the Scranton Parade yesterday. Oh, how'd that go? The weather was beautiful for like 90% of the day. I was at the church working. So I didn't get to go to the parade. I completely forgot it. Well, no, I took last weekend off and I wanted to go, but then it got canceled because of the weather. Or postponed to the weather. And then I was scheduled to work this weekend, so I did. Man, piece of sawdust still in my hair. Yeah. I have a lot to do. Yeah, I'm glad I got to do it this weekend. It's always fun. It looks like it's fun. It looks like you guys always have a blast when you go and do it. I'll actually be able to pick you out in your armor this time. Still waking up a little bit. You'd swear with how achy I am and how much trouble I'm having waking up this morning. I got completely shit-faced last night, but no. I just worked. So yeah, shower and shave, then go for a little grocery run, and we'll get it all fixed up and figured out. I also need to build a dedicated leatherworking bench here sometime this week, next week, and then work on building the bed upstairs. That's gonna be a real build. That's gonna be a big one. Alan and Ellie got to take the leather sea axe to the parade. Awesome. That is really cool. Same, I need to pick up a ham. Yep. I think today is just gonna be mostly like light snacks kind of day. Light breakfast, light snacks all day, small dinner. Yeah. I think that's the way to do it. Oh. Well, happy Ostera, and I'm off to the showers. Awesome. Happy Ostera. And enjoy your shower. I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks. I just took my electric trimmer and just trimmed everything down, but I think I need a good shave. I think I deserve a good shave. And for that, I need to fix this guy up. So actually, let's do that while I have you guys here. Ticker. Yeah. So do this. Come on. There you go. And we'll flop over to the screen for a few seconds. So, I mean, you can see I already have all this this stuff on the strop block, which is nice. You know, it gives a good... It's a good compound, this green compound. I don't know what grit it is. It's just a green compound that they sent with my all my honing stuff. You can see it does a really nice clean job of getting good edge. Let's see if I can. You can see a nice bright shine at the edge of the bevel there. Super sharp. Well, you can see it's, getting kind of black around the edges. So what I like to do is, after I've kind of gotten the whole thing slightly worn in, scrape off all the high stuff, all the pitting and junk. Let's see. Once I get all the excess off, sometimes there's quite a bit of excess. I put a lot of force on this too when I'm pushing on it. Nice thing too is it kind of nicens up these edges a little bit. Not necessary, but I like it. I also don't like these edges to be super sharp. So having this on here kind of knocks that in just... I mean, it's almost an imperceptible amount. Okay, let's put the knife away. Then I like doing a slight crosshatch pattern. And just do the edges. And then just take another blade, could be the same one, and then just break this in a little bit, just lightly. It should be good for a few months. When I break it in, I try and do it in... Normally I go straight back and forth, or straight back on, once this is all on here, this new compound. But to kind of spread it around... Because you don't want any, like, heavy peaks or valleys, you know? Way, way, way sharper. And someone is causing a commotion out there. Perfect. And now the strop block is absolutely ready for me to hone up my razor. And there is nothing better than having a nice, sharp, keen blade. 100% you need a good sharp blade for when you're doing leather work or whatever else. Wow, he is causing a commotion. But you know, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. It's been a long week. Yesterday was exceptionally long, so you know, before we leave, I'd like to thank my sponsors over at patreon.com. They're not really sponsors, they're patrons. But if you do want to see, you know, this whole thing grow faster, go over to or if you just like supporting me or making sure my kid has something to eat, go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. Even $1 a month helps. But seriously, my patrons are awesome people. I know a lot of them in person, and just really cool, awesome, down-to-earth people. And I can't be more thankful for them. So yeah, that's my plans for the day and the next couple days, I guess. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. I'll see y'all later.